Hey, good morning, Juanita. I am still in town and waiting out some bad weather, so let me show you what's up with this one. As far as you've gone, you're totally spot on, but let me show you how to get unstuck from there. 3b squared minus 36b. So just like you said, the greatest common factor is 3b, so we'll get that out of our way. And that's going to get us a b squared plus a b, and then that would leave us 3 goes into that minus 12. Yep, and that's exactly what you have. So what we're doing is we're trying to figure out two numbers that multiply to be negative 12, and that negative is important. And then this might be throwing you right here, that b right there, that is really a 1b. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply to be negative 12 and add to be positive 1. And if you can't spot them, it's okay. Start writing out your 1 times 12. Does 2 go in? Yep. 2 times 6. Does 3 go in? Yep. 3 times 4. And then after that, we're back to 4 times 3. So we're just going to get these same numbers, but written backwards. If this is a negative, you're looking for the numbers that are, how can I say that better? Let me do the positive one really quick, because let me back it up for half a second. So if we're looking for two numbers that multiply to be 12 and added to be 7 with that positive 12, you're looking for the actual sum. It's going to be the 3 and the 4. Anytime this is a plus, that would be the case. Even if this was a negative 7, that would be a negative 3 and a negative 4. But so if you have a positive on the end, you're looking for the sum. But when we have a negative on the end, we're actually looking at the space between the numbers, because one of them is going to be positive and one of them is going to be negative. So here, if you look for what numbers are 1 apart, 3 and 4 are 1 apart, cool. And I need this to come out to a positive 1. Let me erase this stuff down here now. I need this to come out to a positive 1. So what that means is the 4, since it's the big number, is going to have to be the positive, and the 3, since it's the smaller number, would have to be negative. So that negative 3 plus 4 would equal positive 1, and negative 3 times 4 makes the negative 12. So basically, with all that I just said, when this is positive, it's a little bit easier to see because it's just the sum of the numbers, and it may be they're two negatives or two positives, either way. But when it's a negative, think about the space between the numbers. So if we had b squared minus 11b minus 12, for instance, instead of that 1 right there, we would be asking which of these two numbers is 11 apart. And then the big number is going to get the sign. So here the sign was positive, so the bigger number, the 4, got the positive. Here, this is negative, which means the big number is going to get the negative sign. So if we put in our 1 and our 12, and the order doesn't matter at all, but it would have to be a positive 1 and a negative 12 to get to that negative 11. So you can kind of see whatever this is, whatever the sign is here, tells you the big number is going to be that same sign. Hopefully that helps. These are something that, like, after you do 30 of them, you get better at it, but they're definitely really kind of awkward as you're just learning them. Holler if you have any more questions.